Here's the only party for the future. I don't know why people want to go back to a pension house where the lists on average are 66. They are going to a pension there. Our view is simple. We wish him well, but we have a leadership that is here in KZN that is led by Zwakele Mntwango. We have a new team that is coming on board, and we are focused on going forward. He certainly was not in any of our lists, didn't even get onto that. We are focused on the future for South Africa. So I'm very comfortable that we are building a team here that will take KZN forward, bring the change that we need here, and let's focus on that.
Can I go to my Zoom question? Emma townships, Ms. Bona DA
awumawubhekile uyabona ukuthi DA iqembu kuphela elikhula kuyo yonke indawo. Sikhula emadolobheni, sikhuluma ema-township, sikhuluma emakhaya. Ngoba mawusubhekile iDA iqembu elisebenzela wonke umuntu. Sifuna ukuletha uhulumeni la eKZN ozosebenzela bonke abantu, ozoyenza ukuthi kube nemisebenzi, ozoyenza ukuthi kuphele inkohlakalo, ozoyenza ukuthi iKZN ilethe inkonzo kubantu bonke. Kunje njalo nje uma usubhekile siyajabula ukuthi masihamba kuma township kudala bebethi abantu iDA ngeke ingene emlazi. Namhlanje iDA ila iyakhula ingena emizini abantu bayasamukela. Kuyacaca ukuthi iSouth Africa esifune kuyakha leyo. Sinethemba lokuthi soletha ushintsho kule phondo lase KZN.
It's in position now.
The new Deputy National Chairperson.
Yes. Why did you choose the DA and not any other oppositional party?
The DA is the only party in South Africa that represents the needs of all South Africans. Taking from the Freedom Charter, the Freedom Charter says South Africa belongs to all who lives in it. There's no other party that is sticking to that except for the DA. The DA is saying we are striving towards achieving one South Africa for all. So that messaging on its own is very clear that DA is the only part that is accommodating all the South Africans. Coming to their message to say they want to address the issue of unemployment, poverty, by ensuring that at least in each and every home, one person must be in the employment. That on its own is telling that there's no other part that is saying that. I come from Umkhanyakude, and Umkhanyakude people are suffering there. There is no water, there is no electricity, the roads are bad, people don't sleep at night because of the crimes. People are not sleeping there because cars are stolen and they are taken to Mozambique. The government is aware, but they are failing, they've failed. So people in that area I think should depend now on DA, because the DA is clear to say if they win the elections, they will ensure that they bring strict measures, control measures on the borders that are porous. Because as I'm speaking right now, people are crossing the way they like without any documentation, and that is increasing crime, especially the hijacking of cars.
Okay, so my question is, now that you're absorbed within the DA, what value do you think you're bringing into the DA? And do you think you are looking at a position within the DA?
My experience says it all. I've been a councillor for some years. At school, before I left school, I was the school principal, which is the leadership position in the community. I became the MP, and I did not leave my rural community where I come from. As I can tell you now, people are waiting for me. They all want to join DA with me, because DA is the only hope. They've seen it all. They've seen all these political parties. The message that the ANC is bringing is the same message that they were bringing in 1994. So people are aware now that if they continue waiting for the older parties, there's not going to be any change. But the messaging of the DA to say we are striving towards making sure that South Africa becomes South Africa for all, I think it's all that South Africans need.